I'm Julie David, and today is day 11 in our 21-day plan to reboot our business. Now, if you've been following the plan, then you have been reaching out to gals, and hopefully you have some shows scheduled on your calendar, and they're coming up fast. So we need to get those hostesses ready to have a great show. Preparation is really the key to your success. And so we need to partner with this hostess so that she can get a ton of free jewelry and you can grow your business, right? So we need to get this hostess ready to go. Now, you want to have a plan with what you're going to say to her. And so I think that it's really good to have a paper that you're going to go over. I love to use a tic-tac-toe sheet. This is on my website, again, joyousjewelers.com. Password is joy, but it might be just a checklist, okay? And I think it's really helpful that if she does the things that you want her to do, she earns prizes, because we've got to properly motivate her, right? Now, you can do this over the phone. You can even text and get the information to her. But ideally, the thing that is going to help you to have the most successful event is if you meet her in person. Now, I know that you're busy, and I know that she's busy, and she might even be 45 minutes away from you. It's not always possible, but I'm just going to tell you, since I'm giving you my very best advice here, if you can meet her in person, you are going to have a much more successful show. Here's why. You're number one, going to know how to get there. You know, I think that the unknown makes us nervous. That is what is scary. So now you're going to know how long it takes to get there. You're going to know, are there steps involved? Where am I going to put the jewelry? You're going to sit down and chat with her, get to know her a little bit. You guys are going to talk about the flow of the show. She's going to be more comfortable. You're going to be more comfortable. You're going to be friends. When you text, it's not so awkward, like you're just bothering her. You're having a conversation. And you're going to put the jewelry in front of her. Yes, take a little bit of jewelry, get her excited, and she is going to be properly motivated to make sure people get to this event so that she can get a ton of free jewelry. It works great all the way around. Here's what I think a home hostess coaching session should look like. It should be about 20 minutes long. You want to do it somewhere around 3 to 4 weeks prior to the show, but if it's coming along pretty soon, just get and meet with her as soon as you can. What are you going to take? You're going to take some books, either 2 sets or possibly more if she has a reason that she needs more books. I'm all about giving her what she needs to get the orders that we want her to get prior to the show. I'm going to take some jewelry with me. I like to take the show on the go bag and just have some ensembles in there that I think that she would love, or some of my favorite pieces. I'm going to, of course, take my guide, the tic-tac-toe sheet, or a checklist that I'm going to walk through to make sure I don't forget anything and to keep me on track so I don't just keep talking. I'm going to take some invites for her. Now, we already talked in a previous video about making invites. I love to make invites on Pic Collage. I showed you even how to print them. So you want to refer back to that video if you don't know how to do that. But some sort of printable invite have on hand to take with you so that you can give them to her so she can hand them out. I usually ask her before I go, how many would you like? 5, 10, 15, 20? Now remember, you're also going to want to mail some of those out for her. Mailing invites out really does make a huge difference, because it's kind of shocking to get those invites in the mail, and it catches people's attention. I love to use a fun, colorful envelope. I like pink, but just something that gets that invite out. But we want to give her some that she can hand out. So what we're going to do is we are going to arrive, and we're just going to ask some quick questions like, where am I going to put the jewelry? Is there good lighting there? And hey, this would be a great place for us to do our presentation and just kind of talk about the chairs that you'll need, and then sit down and have a nice conversation. Go over your tic-tac-toe board, just walk right through it. I have a lot of videos on home hostess coaching, one on the show on the go bag and how I use that when I coach my hostesses in person, and several just on home hostess coaching. So you definitely want to hit joyousjewelers.com and watch some of these videos. but you want to just walk through this. Some things that are really important to go over with her are pre-sales and how she gets them. So you want to brainstorm a little bit with her with where she can take catalogs and who she can talk to. We want to make sure that she's watching a video ahead of time on the business. What if she decides that she wants to join your family? We want to make sure that she has all of the information. So for me, that's the center square on my tic-tac-toe board, because that's very important. We want to set some goals for her. She has no idea. What's a good show? Is $200 a good show? Is $1,200 a good show? What am I shooting for? So you want to give her a standard. Tell her what your average show is, or the average show for the area, and tell her to shoot for it. Okay, so on my tic-tac-toe board, it says you have a $500 show. Now, we're also going to want to see if she has everybody covered. So we're going to brainstorm a little bit on who she's inviting. Hopefully you already know. You've seen the Facebook event. She's already given you some addresses. She's talked to you a little bit about this, but you want to talk and say, now, how many people are you planning to text that invite to? And is there anything I can do to help you as far as mailing out invites? And I see that you've added 30 people to the Facebook event, but 20 of them haven't even seen the event yet. So you'd want to make sure that you're messaging them. So you're going to talk to her about all these things. Make sure she knows what she can earn at her show and how. Really educate her on that. Give her a couple extra incentives. You know, if you double your free jewelry, or if you double your pre-sale, I will give you extra free jewelry. You can decide, but we want to go over that. Go over the flow of the show. So when you're going to arrive, how long you think the show will be, probably how long you'll be there, where are you going to check out, that type of thing. When are we going to have snacks? Now, you are in control of your own business. I personally love to have snacks at the end. And I always tell my hostess, look, you're in control. We can do what you want. However, here's why I think it works best to have them at the end. I want everybody to arrive, put jewelry on, sit down, and we will do the show. And that way they're in control of their own schedules. If they need to get home to put their kids to bed, they can order and leave. If they want to hang out for a while, they can eat, they can talk, they can shop, but we are starting on time. I actually pay my guests to be on time. I have an on-time drawing, and I give away a piece of retired jewelry, or it might be a $10 gift card or something fun. But the only way that that works is if you promote it. You need to make sure your hostess understands, she's telling everybody, you're advertising it in your Facebook event, she's texting it out so that they arrive on time. Otherwise, you're just giving a prize away for no reason. We want that prize to motivate everybody to be on time, to come and sit down and let you get started in sharing your wonderful tips and tricks that you want to share. Now, after I talk about all that, I pull the jewelry out at the end and I say, you know what, I just brought some pieces that I thought you might like to see to help you get started on your wish list, because I want you to fall madly in love with this jewelry and be super excited for your show. She can then go to her friends and say, oh my gosh, I saw that necklace, it was so cute, and you know, you can wear it short. She's going to teach us so much stuff. She's your advocate. You can dazzle their socks off, but she's the only one that can get them there. So she's got to be excited. She's got to know how to invite. You've got to give her the resources that she needs, the books, the invitations, and you've got to educate her. So I'll also just chit chat with her a little bit, get to know her, make sure that she's comfortable. Does she have any questions? Just be friendly, build relationships. So that is what I do when I home hostess coach. If you cannot do it in person at a restaurant or at their home, then do it on the phone. Consider even FaceTiming and saying, hey, could we FaceTime so I could see where I'm going to put the jewelry, where we're going to do the presentation? Because if you can have a visual of where you're going, it really does lower your stress level because you can imagine yourself there and you're going to be a lot more comfortable. Plus, just that face-to-face with your hostess builds that relationship, and it's going to make you feel more comfortable, and it's going to help her to feel more comfortable with you. But I'm just telling you, if you can get in person when you go to coach your hostess, it's going to be so worthwhile for you. I know it's a sacrifice, but I also know that you will reap amazing rewards for just spending that little bit of time to keep it personal and to build relationships.